Chapter 63. I am somebody is very dangerous. Maharaj, you have the knowledge, but it is not secured, not fixed down. Questioner, so how do I fix it, secure it, so that it is solid and permanent and sticks to me like superglue? Maharaj, I have told you the only way is to have a solid foundation. Meditation is the base. You need to do the practice to make the knowledge live. Meditation, devotion, knowledge, prayer, all these will give you a solid base. You cannot establish a solid base if body knowledge is not dissolved. The questioner, the invisible questioner who is asking so many questions because you forgot your identity. You are asking so many questions, yet at the same time ignoring the questioner. You have a lot of questions because your knowledge is body-based. The Master says you are to undergo meditation. Meditation is concentration. Concentrate on the concentrator, that invisible presence, invisible truth, final truth. Questioner, in the beginning, I suppose we will be guessing, imagining the presence. Maharaj, yes, correct, because when we are asking, who am I, we are using our intellect. Intellectually, we know I am Brahman, but this truth is not established, and therefore we feel depressed, and questions arise. The purpose of meditation is to think on your selfless self. By constant thinking on your selfless self, after some time, the thinker disappears. Meditate on the meditator, the invisible presence that you are. Questioner, is that not duality? Meditation, meditator, is that not duality? Maharaj, there is no duality. Meditation is just the process because the meditator, the invisible meditator in you, forgot its identity. That meditator is your master. That invisible meditator is your master. You ask yourself, how can I be God? Because of your strong ego and attachment to the body. We are under so much pressure from the ego. If you pay so much attention to this ego dictating terms, it is going to be your downfall. The ego, with its commanding nature of I am somebody, is very dangerous. You will come to know the reality only when the ego is dissolved. Know yourself in a real sense, not as an individual. Your spontaneous presence is the last destination, the final stop. Dissolve everything else. Be involved with selfless self. Casual spirituality or dry discussion will not help you. Visiting so many different places will not help you. Visiting so many masters will not help you. Visit your own master. This will take you home. We don't know what Brahman is because we are hearing it from books. We are wholly innocent and totally unaware of the reality. We don't know who God is. This is not our fault. But after knowing the reality, the concept of God will be dissolved. You will know that without your presence, to even talk about God is an impossibility, never mind being able to see God. Any and every picture of God is your reflection alone. We are in search of miracles and therefore approaching different masters who may make them happen. Miracles are not ultimate truth. Your spontaneous presence is a miracle. Unless your ego dissolves, you will not be able to know yourself. Keep up the practice. That means forget everything that is associated with I am somebody else and I am a separate body. Be loyal to yourself. Be loyal. You are your own trustee, the trust holder. This morning one of the elderly devotees with a heart condition fell down. He just said, "I'm okay," and got up. There was no fear. This is an example of courage, a living example of knowledge absorbed. Tremendous power is in you, which in turn will instill tremendous confidence. We are insulting ourselves with this lack of faith, lack of trust. Therefore, these talks are necessary to give you courage so that you can be a real devotee, a true disciple. After the spontaneous conviction of I am Brahman, without saying it, you can use your body as before, but at the same time, the conviction reality is there. I am not the body, nothing to do with the body. I am beyond that. Beyond that. It is not logical inference, it is not guessing, it is reality. Your invisible presence is reality, but because of the influences of the body, you're not accepting it. All these thoughts that you entertain, you're trying to work out which ones are true. There is no true and false. Everything is within you. Now it is up to you. Questioner: it is not only me. I think most people have a resistance when it comes to doing practice, meditation and the likes. Maharaj, practice is needed. You are creating difficulties. You want miracles, but you are not prepared to put in any effort. When you have grown up, you will not need spirituality. Questioner: practice for whom? For the ego? Maharaj, these are intellectual questions. The practice is needed at first to forget the body knowledge. Questioner: is it required to dissolve the ego? Maharaj, it will dissolve spontaneously. You have knowledge, but not practical knowledge. You are still asking all these body-related questions. The questioner has to look to the questioner, the invisible questioner. You can't guess. Full spontaneous conviction, I am Brahman, is non-intellectual. The intellect came with the body. Questioner: it is not known intellectually. Maharaj, no intellect, as this is connected with body knowledge. The practice is necessary to remove all these illusory concepts. You have to keep taking the medicine until you recover from the disease. Once you have made a full recovery, you will have no further need of the medicine.